Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of
Off the cuff?
Off the Cuff. Yeah, so sorry about that. It's Monday, so Monday, we tend to be a little bit brain farted. But we got some beautiful watches for you today. We have a bunch of divers. We wanted to kind of stick with the theme of divers and rubber watches, and because
Rubber straps.
yeah, rubber
The watch
straps.
is made out of rubber.
Yeah, the watches are made out of
Stainless
Jesus
steel.
Christ. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah,
it's
we
because
are.
Eric's not here. That's
yeah,
why.
that's what it was. If you guys, caught the podcast last week with Eric, he's our special guest. He's a good buddy of mine, and he works with us on a lot of watch-related things.
Yeah.
So he's going to be popping in probably about once a month just to say hey and make a couple fart jokes, probably, and talk about some watches. So, yeah.
Last week we went all gold.
Yeah.
And I think this week we're doing the opposite. All stainless steel except for one, I think, ceramic piece.
Yeah.
A few from Omega, a few from Panerai. If you've been watching the show, you'll know that those are some of our favorite brands that we carry at Taylor Timepieces. They're watches that are in a really nice price range, that kind of like sub $10,000 price range, between $5,000 and $10,000.
Once we get to this Omega, let me tell you guys, best value under 10K in my opinion for an Omega. I mean, there's some beautiful pieces, but checking out the dial on this World Timer, which we have for you today, it's just incredible.
Yeah, well, do you want to just start there since we're already off to the races?
I'll start there. So we have for you the Omega World Timer, which keeps track of, as the name suggests, all the time zones. So it's really great for those who, like to be on the go. I mean, this thing is just, the dial work on Omega, it's just bar none for all of the brands, as far as I'm concerned. They have these in gold as well. I like the stainless steel because I think the stainless steel provides you with the best value.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean,
look, it matches the quality of World Timers that go for $20,000+ from other brands like JLC, Pateks are even more expensive than that, right? And the level of detail and finishing on the actual map itself that's on the dial is pretty incredible. If you want to show the camera, Nick, I think this watch may have appeared a few weeks ago, a few episodes ago, but on a bracelet. But I think Omega makes really amazing rubber straps for their watches. Yeah. Especially this weave rubber strap, the navy color. I think this is just a great watch. I mean, talk about the quintessential travel piece, right? If you're going to the Caribbean, if you're changing time zones, you want a watch that you can wear, out to dinner or at the pool. Because of this water resistance rating, it's still a Seamaster. But still look classy with a suit even. This is a perfect travel companion.
Yeah, I mean, to go off the value wise, I mean, we just purchased, for our clients here, a World Timer Patek. And that, that's in the 30K range, 30 to 40K. And to get something for, 1/3 of the price with the same functionality, I mean, you don't get the same brand presence as being able to say you own a Patek, but listen, Omega is no slouch either when it comes to brand notoriety. So I think,
and you're not going to jump in the ocean or the Caribbean wearing your Patek World Timer, right? But you would be more than comfortable doing that with this. Look, it's freezing cold here in New York City these days. A lot of people are looking to use their vacation days, kind of escape to warmer weather. Maybe you're going out to Baja, California, or you need to change world time zones.
Or a couple of weeks we'll be in Miami, so
100%.
that'll be something we will wear. For those of you that have been following our journey off the platform, we'll be going to the IWJG show at the end of the month. So hope to see some of you guys there if you do follow us. I know we have a small but very passionate following, and we appreciate all the support, that you guys have been putting out there.
Awesome. All right, let's chat about this other Omega that we have for you here.
So this is interesting.
It's a special Seamaster 300.
Because it's ceramic, so it's a fully ceramic Seamaster 300. And the interesting thing about this is, as a dealer, I did have a hard time, at first glance, you got to convey the value. And so many times people see this and go, oh, well, it just looks like a regular stainless steel Seamaster. What is that, about a 4K watch?
Yep.
I mean, this, you're looking at about between 6 and 7, depending on the condition and the year of the watch and the warranty. But once you put it on the wrist and you feel how light it is, you get it. There's a lot of watches that maybe you'll see in a photo and you'll say there's no way that costs this much money. I mean, even just so with the Rolex increases that have been going on, we just had a recent increase on the 1st of January. You look at these watches and you go, there's no way that a rupiah is a $27,000 watch, in the secondary market now.
Yeah.
You're putting this thing on, you get why it's a $6,000 to $7,000 watch.
Yeah, 100%. And look, we talked last week about the ceramic all black with a black strap Speedmaster. This is the Seamaster equivalent. And, all black is always going to look great, right? You're going out, you're going to the pool, it's going to match with a lot of outfits because it's all black. And again, we've talked about this on the podcast before, but Omega just packs so much value for the money with the movements that they're able to create. I mean, these movements are some of the best in the industry. It's machine finished, so it's not quite to the level of a Longa or a Patek or an AP, but what you're getting is supreme accuracy, temperature and magnetism with the META certification. You're getting the coaxial escapement, and this is just killer value under $10,000. Well under $10,000 actually.
Yeah. I mean, and then we go on to our next piece, which, in my opinion, no pun intended, it is the polar opposite of the stark black.
Yep. And
at 42 millimeters, it slaps. I mean, there's no other words for it. I mean, it's
really pops.
It really pops. The white, it's kind of got like some eggshell indices. So that it's kind of got that off-white. So you see the white on white, and then the indices really pop. At 42 millimeters, I think it's just the right size, for a lot of people. And it's modern. A lot of these submersibles you'll see, and they're a little too old style and old fashioned, which, I mean, you got the 24 and 25, and to their credit, they're beautiful pieces, but they are older in style. Something like this, is, I think, a great first Submariner for someone who likes the watch. They like the Submariner. I mean, not the Submariner, the submersible style, but they want a little something different. You know? And we kind of spoke on that a little bit with the Panerai, the Carbotech, that we had put up, spoke about a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a 682 or 683 that we had, and that was a fully blacked out version. This is something completely different. And the thing I love about Panerai, and I will say this again and again, is that you change the strap and it is a completely different watch.
Yeah, 100%.
This is, basically the same as a lot of these other submersibles. It's just got a white face instead of a black face. It's got a ridged, strap instead of a solid strap. You put this thing. Someone was telling me the other day this would look really hot on a orange Horus strap with the camo, and like it would. I mean, it's very rare that you'll see a Panerai and I have a strap and it's like that strap would not look cool on it. I'm thinking in my head, purple if you want to go crazy with the straps.
Total summer, be flamboyant with it.
Yeah, I mean that's the great thing with a white dial is, it's really a blank slate. No matter it's a Panerai, no matter it's a Polar Explorer, which I think you had something similar in the Explorer range.
Yeah.
It's just a great springboard to get involved in the world of customizing your watches.
Yeah, and I think, look, this is one of those watches where it has the same design language of what a lot of other people are wearing, which is just a normal Panerai Luminor, right? But it has a few things going for it, right? It's a submersible, so it's got more depth rating to go into the water with. It's got that rotating bezel that makes it different than a lot of Panerais, and it also has the white dial, and that's just something you're not going to see on other people's wrists in New York or even in cities like watch cities like this. I don't think I've ever seen someone with a white dialed Panerai on their wrist other than going to like a Panerai specific event, right? You're gonna stand out without being too flashy with this.
It's crazy, you know. I think the general consensus is it's white is the mark of death when it comes to resale in the Panerais, and I think that we've, you know, especially in recent months, we've seen an uptick in interesting dial Panerais. You know, it used to be, you know, all black base style, and we used to get a lot of orders for these, you know, the 312s and the 111s and, you know, things of that sort. And there's nothing wrong with those models. Those are staple models in the Panerai brand. But, you know, to you know, go a different route every once in a while is really where the brand shines, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they maintain the shape of their cases. They'll change the size a little bit. Even at 42, it doesn't feel too small. I think some of like the Douai models feel almost comically small because they're used to Panerais being 44 or 47 millimeters.
Yeah, especially
but maybe it's because of the white dial that makes the watch feel bigger. But at 42, this feels every bit as much of a Panerai as a big 44 millimeter Luminor, right?
Yeah.
The Submersible is just great value. Again, under $10,000, and really just a great watch that you can wear all spring and all summer long.
Yeah, awesome.
Great.
So, you know, again, to recap, anyone who's been watching, we'll be at the IWJG show in Miami in the January of the 23rd to the 25th, I believe. And we booked our tickets and we're ready to go. And we're excited to, you know, not only meet some dealers, but hopefully some of you guys there that have been watching us and, you know, cheering us on as we've been building up this little journey of ours. And again, we appreciate it. And we hope to see you in episode 8.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that we've gone 7 episodes in, we've showcased 20 plus watches.
Yeah.
Why don't you leave in the comments down below which one's been your favorite so far, and we'll like to continue bringing those for you.
And then which ones you want to see. I mean, listen, the best way to, you know, grow as dealers is to see what our client base wants to see us sell and wants to see us move. Because listen, I think, you know, we're passionate about the stuff that you're passionate about, and sharing that passion is going to help us talk about these watches with more enthusiasm and more excitement. So we're excited to keep this going for you, and see you next time.
100%. See you guys next time.